Hello, my name is Kel Bailey and welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to share with you guys what preparation looks like leading up to Sunday morning as a musician. So I do believe preparation does not start on Sunday morning in sound check. Preparation starts days and sometimes weeks beforehand. I also want to share with you some tools and some resources that we use on a week-to-week basis to make sure that everything is running smoothly so that we can have the best worship experience possible. So I am the lead keyboard player at my church, and the church that I attend here in Richmond, Virginia is Speaking Spirit Ministries. And for me, preparation for Sunday starts on Monday or Tuesday, just depending on the week. So what that looks like is our worship leader, Madison, will reach out and just tell us the agenda for the week. So a typical week looks like this. He'll send a message and say, hey, this week we have Bible study. We're doing these 2 songs, and then Thursday we have rehearsal. All of the songs is in Planning Center. Planning Center is an app that a lot of churches use so worship can be as efficient as possible. So once he lets us know that all of the music for the week is in Planning Center and the order of service and everything is in there, either on that Monday or Tuesday, I'll go in Planning Center and I'll put it up on the screen to kind of show you what the software looks like. I'll go in Planning Center and I'll go to the Files tab and see what song we are doing. And on a typical week, typically we're doing music that I already know. So if I already know the song, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on Ableton, make sure that I have a loop for it. If we've already done the song before, I already have the loop for it. So I'm just going to go into Ableton, pull that loop down to the bottom of the session and make sure that it's ready to be launched for rehearsal. On the flip side, if it's a week that we are doing new music and it's a new song that we haven't done before, on that Monday or Tuesday, we're going to get the text message from our worship leader. Hey, there's a new song in Planning Center. Check it out. We're doing that this week. If it's a new song and I think the song needs stems to kind of beef it up and to make it unique to us, I'll track out everything, make sure that it's ready before rehearsal and send it out. But guess what? That's in an ideal world. I haven't done that in a while. As you guys have seen me do, typically I'm not working on stems until Saturday, which is bad. Don't be like me. Another thing that I'll say in this video is I am not perfect at my job. There's a lot of things that I am still learning. So I'm working on right now being able to get the stems out in time enough so the band can learn it. I work with an awesome group of musicians. They are super talented and I'm never throwing something on them that they can't get. Like if I send out stems on Saturday, the question is like, can you guys learn this? And generally the answer is yes. It's just not always fair to them to get them stems late. So that's what I'm working on as a leader, getting the music in enough time that they can actually sit on it and learn it. I'm not perfect here. Don't be like me. If you got stems to make, send it out sooner. Also, I think it's super cool to be transparent with you guys. Like I just shared with you that I don't always get my band stems in time. Like, again, that's something that I'm working on and I'm trying to figure out the perfect schedule to be able to track out stems and get it to them ideally on a Monday or Tuesday. Also, I forgot to mention this as well. On a week where we get new music, I spend like anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour and a half on a new song, just depending on how difficult the song is. Like as an example, a couple of weeks ago, we did Holy Forever. Now, I've heard that song a million times, but I haven't ever done the song live before. So that was a song that I learned maybe in 20, 30 minutes or so, if that, because those songs are kind of super repetitive and they have a formula to it. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we did a new song called Altar by Joe Barnes, an incredible record. Now, a record like that, it was on the CCM side of things, so it wasn't like super gospel and like a lot of hits and stuff like that, but that was a song that I need to spend a little bit more time on. I probably spent about maybe an hour and a half on that song, just really trying to get it down and make sure that I had everything. So some weeks can be a little bit more time learning music and prepping stems. It just depends on the week and how much new music we are doing, you know. From there, we have rehearsal on Thursdays, and our rehearsals kind of go from about 6:30 to about 8:15. We work with the band first, making sure everything is right musically, making sure we're good, you know, and then the singers will come in on the back end of that rehearsal, and then we'll come together and work through everything, you know. Then Sunday gets here, we have sound check at about 7, and we sound check for about 30 minutes or so. And then from there, service starts and we're on our way. So now what I want to show you guys is my Ableton set. This is where I have all of my loops and stuff at right here. And each week that we're doing a song, let's say that this week we are doing Lord You Are Good by Todd Galbraith. What I'll do is I'll take the song from the middle, drag it back down. And if we're doing Goodness of God, I'll drag these songs here at the bottom. That way I don't have to search through all of the weeds and all the other songs to figure out, you know, the loop to launch, you know. And that's also how I kind of keep everything organized as well. I like to use Ableton for church and when I'm in live settings. So typically what I'll do is I'll make the stems and everything in Logic, but when it's actually time to do the songs and stuff live, I'll put the song or the stems inside of Ableton to launch, and that workflow works good. So this Ableton template has like over 200 loops in it. It has actually 217 in there. And these are all the loops that I have been making since I've been a part of this ministry. If you want access to this Ableton set, you can get the version that I did a couple of years ago. It's actually available on my website, and it has a bunch of loops and stuff on there as well. But this is some of the technology that we use week to week to make sure that worship is enhanced and that we're doing things at a high level. And again, as I shared in this video, I am still working through being the best that I can be as a leader and as a musician at church. I'm not perfect in that aspect, and I think it's important to be able to be transparent and be honest and say, hey, there's areas of growth that I need, you know. But for the most part, I think that we are doing a great job, and I hope that this video helps you guys. I hope it kind of gives you some new ideas and kind of gives you some insight on how other churches are doing things to prepare for Sunday morning. I'm going to turn this into a series. So this is going to be part 1 of this series. In the next video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can incorporate drum pads into worship and into moments at church. So that's going to be a really good video, and you're going to want to look out for that. But thank you guys so much for your support. I hope that this video helps you out in some way. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel and be on the lookout for the next video. All right, we're out.